Well, today felt like a good day to talk about hair, curly hair, so let's do this. So I started my curly hair journey a long time ago, and it hasn't been linear at all. It's been crazy. I've been thinking about this topic forever, and I honestly feel like I only started embracing my hair fully a year and a half ago. So, because I've been thinking about this topic for decades, because it's been something that has been in my hair, well, quite literally for a very long time. It's part of who I am actually. I wrote some notes just so I don't miss any of the important points, so we cover all the bases. Did you know a lot of curly hair women hate their hair? Why is that? That's a phenomenon, and it happens like pretty much all around the world. Why? Why do they hate it? I'm gonna speak based on my personal point of view and my experience. And I think since I had consciousness, I think we humans develop, like start to remember and have memories of our lives since we're like 3 or 4 years old, or at least that's kind of like what I recall. Since that age, I feel like I've been mocked by my hair, by my appearance, because I was raised along a bully of some sort. I had someone always telling me how ugly I was, just mocking every little thing about my appearance and things like that. So when it came to the hair was one big, like give them a lot of reasons to mock me. I'm not just that bully, but like also like my cousins and things like that. Just people like that will laugh at me and they will call me things. They will call me things like Krusty, which I think Krusty the Clown from The Simpsons. Not a good thing when you're a little girl. That's not who you want to look like. That's not who you want to be compared to. I was also called, I can't remember the name of the character in English, but it's Bob Patino, which I think it's Sideshoe Bob. Yeah, I think that's what it is, Sideshoe Bob. Also, not who I want to be compared to as a 4 or 5-year-old. Definitely not. Because I'm Colombian, I was also called Pibe. Like this great football player from the 80s, 90s. Again, not who I want to be compared to. I don't get emotional about it because obviously I still feel like that. I get emotional about it every time I talk about it because I just think of little me, like she was really sad about it. And it's just sad, like it just, that should have never happened. Anyway, so obviously, because I was exposed to that kind of treatment from a very early age, I became super self-conscious about my hair. I didn't like it. And the way I will deal with it, I felt like, okay, well, after I have a shower, I look really cute because my hair is wet. Like, obviously, you know what curly hair looks like when it's wet. I thought I looked nice. So what I will do as a little girl will be, anytime that I had the chance to, like if I walk past a bathroom or a sink or whatever, I will get there and wet my hair. Bless. That's as much as I could do. And I did it. And then my mom didn't like that. My mom hated that I did that. And she chopped my hair. She took me to the hairdressers and they chopped my hair and I looked like a broccoli. That's how I felt. That's how I still feel to this day. I look like a broccoli. And it wasn't good. Everybody at school was mocking me when I was debuting my new hairstyle. That wasn't good. So I guess I didn't have anyone to help me style my hair or make it look as best as it could, like to manage it, nothing like that. I didn't have that. So it's not like today you have children's books that will tell you how beautiful your hair is and all of that. We didn't have that. No, I didn't have that growing up. There were also no like YouTube videos or things like that you could see like people that look like you or for reference or like like tips and tricks, and I didn't have that. My mom didn't have that either, so she didn't know what to do with my hair because she's not I'm mixed, She's white, Latin white, I guess, but she had no reference on how to deal with her child's hair. Another thing why women hair their hair, or also is, I guess, is the environment. As I say, I'm Colombian and I live all my life, well, at least until 6 years ago that I left to travel the world. Before that, I always lived here. Right now I'm here. And all like the stereotypical women from here, from this part of the country, is very long hair, very long straight hair, and usually black. And that's like a thing that has been going on. It's been a very, very long time since that's kind of like the stereotypical, like the go-to look. And they achieve it by using keratin products. Very, very strong keratin treatments. So like there's so many businesses here that offer those services because it's huge. It's big here. And I guess that's kind of like, because we're surrounded by that, it's kind of like that's the look that is acceptable. Anything else that is different, put it away. Being different is, I don't know, it's kind of like punish. And there's so many businesses that offer these keratin treatments that basically relax your hair. And I've done this in the past. It's horrific. It's actually traumatizing. I really feel sad for young me for going through that, because I thought that was what I had to do to look good. But anyway, you go to, let's say, a salon. I remember, and this was like going to one of the best, like the most reputable places. You will go there, it's a big place, has big windows and everything, and then they sit you down. There's like, let's say 30 spots for different hairstylists and clients. You sit there, and as soon as you enter, there's fumes everywhere. It's like entering to a steam room or something, because there's fumes everywhere. The things you do for beauty is so stupid. And you sit down there for hours, because it takes so many hours. And then they put these chemicals on your hair, and then they have to, like, while it's on the hair, they have to basically iron it, straighten it with the hot tools for a very long time. Obviously, they're wearing masks and everything, but I don't know, it's very possible that these women are gonna get like some sort of cancer or something, because come on, you're taking in all those fumes every day when you're working, but like you're just a client and you only have to stand there for like the few hours that it takes to get the thing done on yourself. And then they put fans directly on you, because like your eyes are crying because the fumes are so intense, and obviously like your respiratory system, it's so like struggling, and then you're coughing. So just imagine like there's 30 people in the same situation, like 30 clients plus 30 hairstylists or whatever. So it's a lot of people in the same toxic environment, like literally toxic, and that's okay. And like that's an everyday thing, because a lot of people feel self-conscious about their hair, and they have to do these like, I don't know, every 3 months or something like that. Like I have a friend, she's had her hair done for more than, I don't know, like around 18 years or something like that, every 3 months. Like that's messed up. And of course, I wasn't gonna be the exception when it came to these treatments, because again, I felt really self-conscious about my hair, so I was always straightening it, and I'm so done with that. Another reason why women hate their hair, the lack of representation. So it's the same. It's like by what you see around you, you think that's what's acceptable. So let's say Hollywood. When you Google celebrities with curly hair, something really funny happens. Well, not funny, but like stupid. So you will have like a list will come up, and then there's the picture of the celebrity and the name. And stupidly enough, that picture of 90% of the people there, it's the person with straightened hair. So you have Nicole Kidman, you have Julia Roberts, you have Zendaya, you have Sarah Jessica Parker, you have Shakira, you have, I guess, Beyonce. And all the pictures are with straight hair. And not just there, you know, like most of these women that I just mentioned have, like, you know, like lived their lives with straight hair. Which gives the message of like, oh, curly hair is not good. Another reason why women hate their hair, because I mean, like, let's just call it what it is. There is some sort of racism in it. Whew, this has got really heated in here. But like in reality, when you watch, I recommend watching, if you haven't, a very, very good documentary on Netflix by Colin, the NFL player. It's called Colin in Black and White. And it's extreme. It talks a lot about hair, and it's honestly, I related to that so much, and it was really good watch. And it talks about this topic, you know, like the racism. Like, for example, in like a professional environment, you're expected to have straight hair. You can't just, like, imagine me showing up to, not that I want to, showing up to an office with this hair. It wouldn't be acceptable. We know that. Unless it's like, I don't know, like a creative cool space or something like that, or like fashion or something like that. But like other than that, it wouldn't be very accepted, will it? We're basically told that we have to tame our hair. We have to, you know, like have it small and white, and you know, our societal standards of beauty, you know what they're like. So that's another reason why women might hate their hair. So I started my scuba dive. I became a scuba diver a year and a half ago, and it's been a very intense journey. Like, I got obsessed with it, and I will dive all the time. So that meant that I could not continue with the routine that I had. So like straightening my hair every 5 days, living my life, and that's what I did. I live out of a suitcase, so I will carry a big blow dryer, brushes to blow dryer it, an iron, flat iron, stuff like that. But that wasn't sustainable anymore, because obviously every time that I get in the water, I will have to just do it again. But then I was diving every day, so again, it just wasn't sustainable. So I was in Thailand for 5 months, and I just decided, like, okay, I'm in a little island, everybody's very chill, everybody's very, you know, like the vibe is super relaxed. No one cares about my hair, no one cares about what it looks like. I'm just gonna sort of embrace it, or start embracing it. And I did it. But every time that I wanted photos taken of or something like that, I would still go and straighten my hair, because I still felt like it just wasn't good. And there's a particular thing that I would say, oh my God, curly hair is so beautiful, it's so amazing, it's so cool on someone else, everybody else, but me. I'm like, yeah, it's really cool, but like not on me. On me, it looks awful. And I guess it's because you condition yourself, due to obviously external things, to feel like that's not your best look. And obviously, like, you're accustomed to seeing yourself look a certain way. So when you look a little bit different, you're freaked out about it. But as time went on, I guess I started to just like accepting it. And also I got some validation from other people. It was weird. It was weird because people started complimenting my hair. They were like, oh my God, it's so cool. Like, friends and stuff will tell me like, oh my God, your hair looks amazing. When I will post like some wild instant story with my hair all weird, but okay, I'll take it. You know, like, I feed my confidence on it. And I guess I did. And here we are today. And this, again, this is not what my hair looks like normally. This is just after I take my cornrows off and brush it. But still, I love it. I love whatever I've been able to do with it. And you know, like, it's not the healthiest, because I'm always in the water. Like, the salt water obviously treats it like it's not great for it. The sun. I mean, I'm not using hot tools anymore, so that's great. But still, it could be healthier, and I'll get there. You know, it's a process. And one thing I guess I'm missing here is another reason why we might hate our hair is because of the maintenance. It's hard. It can be hard. But I would say for me, at least for me, for my type of curls, it's not as difficult as it is to have to straighten it all the time, because I basically became dependent on like styling products, different ones. But because I live out of a suitcase, it was kind of like difficult to carry all this stuff. That's a big one. So this is kind of like, I'm dependent on this stuff. And sometimes I live in very remote places of the world, so it's not super easy to find. But, you know, like it's still doable. I guess I've covered all the bases now, like the main topics that I wanted to talk about. And I hope it doesn't feel, I hope it doesn't feel really random, because this channel is just to talk about like all things life and things like that. This is obviously like a big part of who I am. And I know it can help other people see that it's not just them, you know, like I'm just talking about this whole representation thing. And once you get past it's a mental thing. Once you get past it, you just see yourself completely different. Like never in a million years I thought I'd be putting a video like this on the internet for people to see, especially when my hair looks like this. Never in a million years, but here we are. I would love to hear from your experiences. If you're someone with curly hair and you want to share a little bit of your journey, I will absolutely love to hear about that. And well, you know, just do all those YouTube things, and I will see you on the next one.